And boards back out in front, a shot and a score. Into the zone, they're right on the post side. Down, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boards back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the post side. Down, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And board back out in front, a shot and a score. In through the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And board back out in front, a shot and a score. In through the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice, open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn,
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races, touchdown. And board back out in front, a shot and a score. In through the zone, they're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it!
Welcome to Adelaide Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. And it is time for another edition of Northeast Pack Hockey play of the U16. We're on St. John's to take on the Bishop Kearney Selects. Wilson, the broadcast booth with you today. Thank you so much for tuning in here on FansOnlySports.com as we journey our way through the 22-23 home ice season. Saints will be in the white with the red and blue trim. Bishop Kearney in the black with the red and white trim. We'll put 17 minutes on the board and see if the U16 side can come better of today's battle with Bishop Kearney. All right, Saints M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports is brought to you by Stanley Tree. Employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampton Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Flag for the BK Selects, Justin Bayers for Mount. And we're underway in the first period of action. And right away, Fitzgibbon gets bodied out, and a quick shot from Dillard. That was saved by Bayers. This one turns for line. Sent that one all the way back around. It's kept in the zone briefly. Roberts alongside to Morgan. Popped up right in front of the BK bench as Barber tussled there With the 77 of Chandrick. So Sakura, Hughes, Kiss, along with Vishnapu and Kai Mensel on the ice now for the Saints. Face-off that's won by BK as they send that one all the way back around. Vishnapu chases for it to get to Sakura. Sakura battles along the side boards. Still trying to push it. He's pushed down actually by Carson. And no call from the referees. Vishnapu works to bring that one outside of the zone. He does as it goes through the center. Tapped off for a moment by Callum Hughes. Back for Vishnapu as he dumps that one in deep. Deladonna and Sullivan work along the sideboard. It will get knocked off of the Zamboni doors and come right back out for Hughes. Hughes weaving his way through. Drops one for Jaden Sakura, and Sakura lost a handle on it, and it gets kicked all the way back down. Icing will be the call. Quick first minute and change start to this game, as it's been some back and forth hockey between both sides. Face-off won by the Saints. Comes back to the center. Montaldo working with Stefanik. Another opportunity turned over, and Bears makes a save. Yates along with Whitelaw cross a line on the ice right now for BK. Ropel is the fifth. Montaldo pushes that one off the sideboards. It was moved along there by Earhart. Stefanik chases that one all the way down. Earhart pushed one in, and it's kicked aside from the goaltender. Whitfield tried to keep that one at the blue line, could not. They get it back across ice as Earhart dumps it in for Montiero. JJ Montiero went flying in against Yates, who just evaded the most of that check. Montiero taps that one through, looking for Earhart. Came back for Ipri. Hard from Barber from distance. That one went wide. Down into the defensive zone for Mount. Ipri behind his own cage, trying to see if he can peel this one out. Ipri gets held up, no call. And it came back to Santiago at the blue line, who fired one in and a save by Bears. Pushed along through the neutral zone. BK will send this one around. Sandrick had an opportunity for it. Katala ran into Sandrick. Arm goes up, whistle is sounded, and Katala is going to go to the box. Oh, and they're going to put him in for misconduct as well. So Katala is going to be gone for 12 total. It's going to be a 2-minute minor for the head contact, and then a misconduct penalty. They're going to send Patoma to the box. He'll serve the 2-minute minor. Catalo will then sit the following 10. So Catalo essentially out for the period. BK trying to cycle it around. Wilmpetter. Sandrick. Sandrick takes the shot. Hard shot again. Bears can't stop that one. Wellenreiter's got a goal. So it's a power play goal. And Catalo's sniping at the referee. Not exactly a smart thing you do. He'll be in the box for 10 minutes more on the misconduct penalty. Kicked along. And a wide shot that came flying off the 7 of Colton Whitfield. Getting thrown into the boards on the far side was Hughes. Ruppel will dump that one in and allow for BK to complete a line change. Whitfield gets that one forward for Kiss. Jaden Skura gets bottled up by 2 different BK players and will still try to work it through for Callum Hughes. Loose twig regained by a BK player. Hard shot from Whitfield. Hits the glass and bounces around. Montaldo and Hughes working along the boards right next to the BK bench, and a whistle and a stoppage of play. Two games tomorrow on Fans Only Sports Network. We start bright and early. Hope you have your coffee, your bagels, your donuts, whatever you want ready as we're on the air. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning as the U15 sides take on Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. U16s will follow that one as they'll take on Pittsburgh Penguins Elite at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's all the hockey you can get right here very early in the morning on Fans Only Sports Network. All the way down. No icing will be called on the deflection play. And so we continue on. Hopefully it's a bit warmer in here tomorrow than it is today. It's actually even colder than it was yesterday, and it is extremely cold feeling in this building right now. For Vishnapu, off of the skid of Montiero. All the way back down. Tucker carrying it there for BK. Pushed back to the blue line. Montiero leaves it. And it's carried out of the zone by Menzel. Kai Menzel works with Stefanik, Vishnapu, and Morgan. As that one's going to come all the way down, and icing will be the call. Face-off won by BK as they push that one back. Barber is actually going to intercept it in the neutral zone, turn that one back for Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon off the side board, pushed it into the mount zone offensively for a moment before it's kicked back out. Roberts works with Sakura. Sakura gets shoved into the boards a little by Deladonna. Nothing too egregious there. Santiago, Sakura come into a collision with each other. Fitzgibbon picks one back up. Sakura again colliding with Santiago and Deladonna. And now a whistle, and they're going to call offside. PC Women's Club Hockey action returns to Fanzoli Sports Network tomorrow night as they open up this home season against the University of Connecticut Huskies. We'll have the action for you from Schneider Arena, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information on how you can watch PC Women's and PC Men's Club Ice Hockey seasons, go to fanzolisports.com/Providence. Double dose of PC UConn tomorrow as we'll have the PC Women's Lacrosse team in fall ball action against the University of Connecticut Huskies at 4 before the ice hockey game at 7. Like a PC UConn doubleheader tomorrow. Earhart right in front. Theo Kest, yes! Theo Kest picks up his 3rd of the season. And the UMass commit has this game leveled at 1. Nine and a half to go here in the first. BK wins the faceoff. Morgan's going to chase that one. For Vishnapu on the opposite side, blue line to Menzel as he tried to push that one along the side boards, looking either for Stefanik or the aid of Montiero, but it's offside. There's Stefanik. Morgan. Back to the blue line for Vishnapu. Fired that one in. And it actually got through. It was blocked aside. Morgan getting shoved down around the boards. Montiero comes around. Montiero just got absolutely leveled. Right in front of the referee, too. No call there. Carried the other way by Santiago. Santiago dumps that one down into the corner. It'll get peeled off and held by Menzel behind Bayers in net. Vishnapu overlaps Menzel and takes it away. Stefanik back there as well, too. For Stefanik at the blue line right in front of the Mount bench. Stefanik dropped one for Montiero, who flew one high. Around the back side of the BK, and a arm goes up, and a penalty is going to get called. Montiero is going to get called for cross-checking, and he'll go to the box for 2 with 8 minutes remaining. So Carson, Deladonna, Wellenreiter, Sandrick on the ice right now for BK. It's Sakura. Along with the 4 of Kenny Barber. And 17 of Patrick Fitzgibbon. And 25 of Vinny Ipri. And that one's kicked aside by Bayer. Ipri down in the corner. That one's fired in, came right across, and players knocking into each other will send the net off of its moorings as Deladonna flicked one across the net. Sandrick. Wellenreiter. Wellenreiter has the goal for BK. Theo Kiss for Saints. Minute left to go on the penalty to Montiero. 7 left to go here in the period. Wellenreiter. That one is deflected, sent all the way back to the blue line. Montaldo and Whitfield work the back sideline. Hughes and Earhart up top. That one deflects off of Whitfield and goes wide. Hughes takes a whack at it, tries to send it all the way down, can't get it. Earhart had it for a moment. Earhart goes into battle. It might be underneath Earhart, and he finally does kick it out, and it's going to go all the way down. Would have been a hand pass if a Mount player touched it. But it was touched by BK instead. Line change for BK after a quick line change from Mount. They're going to dump that one into the zone. Stefanik throws it all the way down. 2-1 will end the penalty to Montiero. We're back to 5-a-side hockey. Whalen. Dillard. No high sticking call from the referee. Now that's chased into the back corner. Morgan will carry it along here with Montiero. Montiero fires one that hit the post. You could hear the clank as that one's going to go up high. Came back off of the Zamboni doors. Bayers has to make a save and then make a second one. Corner boards peeled out to the blue line. Another shot that's in traffic. It hit Montiero. Here's a 3-on-1 opportunity. And that one is struck and pulled aside as Morgan couldn't get a full handle on it. For Stefanik. Stefanik runs up to the side of the stick of Dillard. Popped right back. Hard shot again from Montiero. Montiero a third time. And still nothing doing. 5 left to go here in the first period. Montiero is racking up his own shot tally right now as he's got the puck again right in front. Can't seem to put one home. Flicked by Murray all the way down. Barber will pick this one up. Far side for Roberts. Off of the sideboards. They're going to say no icing. Far enough back was a BK player. Jaden Skura can get to it. Skura will try to send that one around for Roberts. Fitzgibbon stretched out his stick. It couldn't connect. Roberts instead takes it over in the neutral zone. Roberts fires one. And that came back for a little bit of a rebound, and Skura wasn't able to get it high up. Off of the side glass. And out of play, they're going to say enough for an offside. As Vinny Ypri did not keep it in the net. They're going to throw Hughes out of the face-off circle. Montaldo cycles that one back around. Came right back out in front, and an opportunity couldn't be put home. Whitfield tapped it for Kiss. Montaldo. Was Whitfield tracks this one all the way back. Colton Whitfield carries through. Looping it around the back side. May have clipped the back side of the net area as he was trying to cycle that one around as the puck all of a sudden just went one direction and Whitfield went the other. 3 left to go in the period. Bayers had to defensively block to shuffle that one out. Comes all the way back to the opposite side blue line. Dumped in as BK goes for a minor line change. Montaldo will flick that one all the way around for Theo Kiss in front of the Mount bench. Earhart. Off the side. Hughes will not find it. Vishnapu. It is batted out of the air, and that will have to be pulled. For Vishnapu. Sorry, Fisher had a spot on that. Off the side boards. Right back out in front of Bayers. Fisher. Off of the sideboards and all the way down, and icing will be the call. 2 left to go here in the first period. And 1 score from each side has us knotted at 1-1. Wellenreiter for BK selects Theo Kiss for Mount. Around the side boards. Horseshoe all the way back to the blue line. Sullivan does not keep it for BK. Chased the other way is JJ Monteiro. Kai Menzel picks that one up as he goes for Vishnapu. Cross for Morgan. Morgan has it just tap off of his stick. Nobody there in the zone for Mount. Final 90 seconds to play here in the first. They'll take a short, probably about 2-minute break at the end of this period, and then we'll get the longer break between the second and third where they'll resurface the ice, as that one is going to be called offside. .120 to go. Deladonna sent that. Barber kept it in at the blue line. Wellenreiter right there, along with Carson. Circles back around for Deladonna. Deladonna. Barber again keeps it inside of the zone, is able to get it through. Carson picks that one back out for Wellenreiter. Wellenreiter has to hold as immediately 4 white jerseys of Mount dropped right back out in front of him. Line sends it up for Carson for a moment, and they will call the icing. And we'll get a stoppage of play and a face-off down in the BK zone with 46 left to go. Peeled around. Whitfield. Whitfield for Roberts. Roberts got tied up with Santiago in the back corner. Back out to the blue line once again. Sakura is able to try to keep it in. Cannot. Montaldo has to re-enter the zone. Mount was back on the opposite side. It's going to get sent off of the glass, and that will bring us to the end of the first period of play. 1 for BK, 1 for Mount, 1-1 after 1. You're watching RI St. Sim's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
Pharmaceutical company Prevacus says their new concussion medication Prevacol helps repair nerves and promote cell growth.
We can get the drug in the brain in less than 5 minutes. And our plan is when we get that diagnosis on the field of play, give the drug nasally, get it in the brain quickly. When it gets in the brain, it actually gets into the nucleus of your brain cells, and it reduces swelling, inflammation, and oxidative stress at the same time.
When Jake and I first talked about this many years ago, one of my first questions was, will this help me? And he goes, no, this is for treatment immediately when a concussion or you think a concussion has occurred.
Yeah.
The acute problems that exist later on in life, if we can take care of these at an early age and start getting some of these things to our children and grandchildren, you know, and I think we can make this game, our game, football, a safer place.
And so the whole goal is we're trying to make the game safer. And so Odyssey and this drug, we believe, can be a game changer in so many different ways. Yes, on the football field, in the game of football, because that's where my passion lies, but also in the game of life.
As we're underway here in the second period of play. And a 1-1 scoreline. As BK continues to battle hard against this Mount St. side. And Mount is coming up huge defensively as they were able to get the stop from Bayers, and the net is knocked off of its moorings. Green works with Carson as that one's flicked all the way behind. Vishnapa will pick it up behind his own cage. Sent out for Morgan. Morgan, good tap for Montiero to chase it, and they're going to call icing. That was not that far from Montiero, and not entirely sure why the referee decided he wanted to whistle icing. Montiero was in the zone. Stick gets knocked out of the hands of Vishnapa for a second, comes right back around. Deladonna has an opportunity there, and Deladonna's stick got pulled out from underneath him while he was trying to shoot. Made the puck slide wide. Mount needs to clear the zone. Bayers is going to make the stop. $15 and change left to go here in the second in a 1-1 game. The whistle sounds again. I think some of the players are starting to get a little frustrated. Yates throws that one back in. Pushed along by Rupel. Kicked aside by Bayers. Barber pins the BK player to the boards as Ipri comes out with it for Fitzgibbon. Roberts tries to continue work with it along the sideboard. Whalen instead pulls it out for BK. Turned right back in the middle for a wrestle. And that one's kicked aside by Bayers. Off of the boards in front of the BK bench. Ipri got wiped out on the play. No call from the officials. Carson. Whitelaw overlaps Carson, takes it himself down into the corner, right in the center for Santiago and a goal. A 2-1 scoreline as Murray flicks that one back. Catala, Whitfield. They work with Batoma and Fisher. And a turnover, and then one sent right back in, and Bayers has to come flying around to see if he can make the stop. Gill, hard shot, gets tied up with Catalo. No call from the referees. Catalo throwing his arms up. Wanted a tripping call, then maybe a holding call. Fisher right in center. Fisher gets taken down, no call. And another player, and that is absolutely unnecessary as Catalo clearly got tripped there. Morgan, Menzel. Morgan holds, fires, save made. It is cold in this ring today. If you're sitting at home watching this one, I hope you are nice and warm and toasty wherever you are. Because for those of us who are here in Adelard, we are bricks. It is one of the coldest temperatures I think I've probably felt it in this building in a long time. Doesn't matter what you have on layers-wise, it's cold in this building. That one got cycled right back out in front. Menzel's going to try to move it. Theo Kiss up along the sideboards. Kiss has the goal for Mount. Sent across. Big save made on the hard shot from the blue line from Vishnapa. Was looking for Menzel to go back the other way. He cannot. Menzel will throw that one in. It'll get shepherded to the corner. Morgan's going to make a chase there against the line. Morgan's going to get there. Gets taken down. And still no call from the referees. Back behind the net for Bayer. Sent back out in front again. Wellenreiter looking to turn that one for BK. Gets pulled off by Vishnapa. It'll get sent around for Earhart. Hit the stanchions and took a weird little bounce. Hughes comes up with it. Callum Hughes streaking to the corner. He's run out of play by Santiago. Cycled back. Looking for Earhart in the center. Can't get to him. Santiago's going to clear this one out of the zone for BK. Bouncing puck controlled by Carsoon in the center. Deladonna will push that one back into the backside boards. Barber for Montiero as he pulls that one for Stefanik for Ipri. Then Ipri slotted that one across and Earhart couldn't get a full piece. 11:20 to go here in the second. Ipri dumped into the deep corner. Earhart will go pull it out. Taps it back for Stefanik. Back to Earhart. Looking in the center. J.J. Monteiro was a side step 2 behind. And it gets taken back by Green for Bayers to kick aside. Santiago had it behind the cage. Instead, it's going to come out. Monteiro almost lost an edge. Drops the puck for Ipri. Arm goes up, and we're going to finally get a penalty called on BK. It's going to be for interference. And they'll go in the box for 2 minutes. So Deladonna is going to get called for interference. And it's going to put Mount on the power play. Ten and change left to go here in the first. Lost twig is Whitelaw. For Montaldo. Pushed by Murray all the way across. Murray throws one on Bayers, and Bayers makes the save. Faceoff that can be won by BK as they try to keep that in the zone. Menzel forward for Whitfield. Whitfield streaking down the side. Will wrap around the backside of his own offensive cage. Hard shot from Monteiro. Menzel. No, it's actually Monteiro that takes it in front. Dropped for Whitfield. Now for Menzel. Whitfield. Ty Menzel tries to take this shot right through traffic, and getting pulled down was a BK player, and it comes all the way down for icing. Faceoff that can be won and pulled to the corner. Everybody's whacking at it. It's a rugby scrum in the corner, and eventually the referee will just blow his whistle if it does not come out, and it does actually in time. This one's going to go all the way down, and it's actually going to be icing, and we're going to get a whistle anyway. So 32 seconds remaining in the power play. 9:20 left to go here in the period. Menzel. For Whitfield. Came back at a cross right in front and a couple of whacks at it. Couldn't put it home. Stefanik had an opportunity. Morgan did too. Big save by Bears. No, it popped over top. They're going to call the goal for Santiago. And it's 3-1. And the Mount coaching staff wants to have a discussion on this one. Bayers made the save. It got turned and went underneath him and then into the net. And I think they're trying to see, did the referee say it came off of Bayers that way, or was it poked at? Because if it was poked at, that can't be done. Nine left to go in this period. That has seen just about everything. And here's an opportunity headed the other way. Deladonna right out of the penalty box. He swings around, drops one behind. They have Carson up in the center slot. If they can get it through, Green is pinned on the boards with Barber. Comes out for Sakura. Sakura against Deladonna. Has to come back with it himself. Swings out all the way back around, looking for Theo Kiss. Couldn't get it to Kiss. Hughes is out there as well in the center. Ipri's going to pick this one up, deflects it off the glass, goes over top of Sakura. They'll wave off icing as far enough back as a BK player. Ipri calling for it at the blue line. All the way across, and careful, as that one flew way up into the stands. Headhunting some of the Mount parents over there. There is netting that goes around the back side of Adelard Arena. There is no netting that goes along the side of the arena. We appreciate that from a broadcast perspective, but it also means that you have to be aware and vigilant from a safety perspective. Whitfield. He'll cycle around with it, looking for Fitzgibbon. Nothing there, and it's whistled for icing and a stoppage of play. Seven left to go here in the second. Whitelaw drops that one for Whalen. Came across. Morgan takes that one away. Continued to be moved along by Montero. Sorry, that's actually the 9 of Roberts. And now Montero on the other side. Whitfield just shoved the 22 of Rupel into the boards. Murphy calling for it, Murray calling for it. And Saccone takes it, saved Meade. As William Braun has replaced Bayers in net. Carstone's going to go in the box for 2 minutes. Hard shot. Menzel from the blue line. It's it right back in. Scores! J.J. Montiero pops a power play goal. It's 3-2. It'll be his 10th of the season for Montiero. And with 6 left to go, it's back to just a 1-goal deficit. And a power play goal for the Saints. So Catallo against Wellenreiter. Catallo gets shoved to the ice right off of the faceoff. And that might be just the way this game is going to go. Here's Fisher flinging one. Catallo gets dumped down again and goes sliding. This time almost into the net. Menzel will chase that one back behind his own. Well, he lost an edge and went down and didn't even get back behind his own. Fisher. All the way back for Menzel. For Patoma. Patoma tries to push that one along for Catallo. He was looking for somebody in the middle. Fisher wasn't there. Whitfield bumps at the blue line and allows Fisher to get to it. Catallo's going to chase that one. No icing will be the call, so we continue on play. We'll get the longer intermission after this period concludes. They'll resurface the ice before we play the third. Sakura, Hughes, Catallo. As the Saints continue to try to work this one around to come back in. Dillard, cross pass. That one went up over top of the cage. It's now occupied by William Braun. Hughes. Theo Kiss couldn't control it. For Theo Kiss, now he's got it. Kiss in a 1-on-2. Vinny Ipri called for a Kiss, lost the handle, and then lost his edge. Ipri's going to end up getting it at the blue line, deflects it off of the boards, comes back around by the Zamboni doors, kicks back out to the blue line. Once again, Kressel is rubbed off of that play for a moment. Whitelaw gets stood up by Ipri, and then Ipri collides with another BK player. Callum Hughes carrying it this way. No offsides, no icing, no nothing called by the referees on that play. Hughes, Vishnapu, hard shot and a save is made. .355 left to go here in the period. As we'll get a face-off in the Mount offensive zone. Menzel cannot keep it at the blue line. Deladonna comes back with it. It then ends up getting poke checked by Vishnapu all the way down. Good defensive stop from Fitzgibbon. Pushes this one around. Will be peeled back out by Green and sent all the way down. Vishnapu for Roberts. Roberts backtracks. Will now try to have to backhand a little bit and see if they can get it to pull out. Morgan has it across into the neutral zone. We approach 3 minutes left to go here in the period. Wheeling with one as the net got bumped and losing his stick into the net area is Braun. Mount's going to have to try to see if they can get this one out. They do, and he's able to regain his equipment, and it's all the way down for icing on a stoppage of play. Stefanik, Whitfield, back right out in front from Montaldo. Got lifted by Whitfield. for Earhart. And that one will go up into the netting and out of play. And they're going to call the faceoff outside in the neutral zone, so deflection off of a BK player. And that flicked up into the BK bench, so we'll get a faceoff back from whence we came. BK cycles out on the outside. Montaldo was able to get that one at the blue line, push it right back. Earhart into the zone offensively. Stefanik chasing after it. Line pushes that one back. Held by Montaldo. Earhart, Montiero, Montaldo, Stefanik, Whitfield working for the Saints. As it's poked around and then finally comes out. Carried by Murray, got it as far as the neutral zone before it's dumped all the way down. And it came flying off the stick of line. Santiago and Sullivan chase this one for BK. It will be shepherded right onto the goaltender and stoppage of play. .147 left to go here in the period. Ipri fired from distance. That one hit Whitelaw's stick and went wide. Cycled back by Hughes, kept it right in the blue line. That one came right back in, and an opportunity from Hughes went off of the BK keeper and then was poked by Sakura. That one again, another shot that's just kicked away. Comes all the way down. Icing will be the call. Stops play again with 1:19 to go. And Barber just went down the tunnel way in a bit of bother. Not exactly something that you want to see if your Mount. Offside called on Whitfield. Whitfield for Kiss. Kiss bothered by Gill. Pops back for Sandrick. Sandrick just got absolutely leveled by Kai Menzel. 6 on the ice, even if still Sandrick coming off. And they did not call that one. Lost stick. Hughes diving across and trying to get one. It had 2 players in the zone, and the last sliding one was the 15 of Jaden Sakura. 20 seconds left to go here in the period. Monsiero drops one for Whitfield, fired, and a save. Bench minor for unsportsmanlike conduct. Saw that one coming as the coach was chirping heavily at the referees, and that's going to put a player in the box for 2, and that'll carry over a little bit to the third period. Green will go in the box, and Mount will go on the power play. Whitfield. Far side. Sliding across was Earhart. He can't keep it in. Menzel will hold it at the blue line. That'll be triple zeros on the scoreboard and take us to the end of the second period. 3-2 after 2. We'll take the break and be back for the third period of action. You're watching RI St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it! The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and a score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nail it. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And board back out in front. A shot and a score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn, there's
going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn, there's
going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn, there's
going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn, there's
going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn, there's
going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn, there's
going to be a shot. Coming out is White. The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Up back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And Boyd back out in front. A shot and they score. Into the zone. They're right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice, open goal, and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First down and then some. He's going to go all the way down 20. 10 to the races. Touchdown. And boys back out in front. A shot and they score. In through the zone. Goes right on the opposing side. Oh, they've got it. The way the opportunity comes back in, center of the ice. Open goal and they score.
You know, if they can get the ball into that, when King goes around the horn herself.
There's going to be a shot.
Coming out is White.
The Falcons nil. Another shot on goal.
Cut back the other way to the 5. Did he get in? Lynch sets back. Powers through. First. Set for a third period action here from Adelaide Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Thank you so much for tuning in on Fans Only Sports Network, the RA Saints and Bishop County Select. 3-2 after 2. And a minute 47 of power play time remaining as Green's in the box, serving a bench minor for unsportsmanlike conduct on the coaching staff for BK Selects. So we'll go with Stefanik, Earhart, Montiero, along with Whitfield and the 2 of Kai Menzel to start the power play and the period. Carried in by Montiero. Backside for Stefanik. Stefanik will push that one back up to Menzel at the blue line. Kept and held in by Whitfield. Whitfield drops again for Menzel. Menzel fired that one through traffic. May have actually hit Earhart on the way in. Whitfield shoved from behind. That one's thrown by Montiero, and that one's kicked away. Montiero slots it for Whitfield. Whitfield winds, fires. That one through traffic again. Is stopped, and we'll get a stoppage of play as well. .56 seconds remaining in the advantage. As we're just inside of the first minute of play on the period. It's one and carried by Whitfield. Back in the neutral zone for Mount to try to be able to reset. Menzel, Kiss, Hughes, Whitfield. As it's carried out here by Menzel. Whitfield will chase this one back as Menzel was impacted by the 11 of Deladonna as he skates off on a line change for BK. And Whitfield only gets it to the neutral zone as Gill throws that one back. Hughes will carry out. He'll get into the offensive zone this time and cycle around the backside. 11 seconds left to go on the power play. Vinny Ipri from distance, and that one deflected up and will be sent all the way down. Whistle and icing for a stoppage of play. Ipri
stick tap signified the end of the penalty. Vishnapu sends one, and that didn't get all the way through. Theo Kiss will cycle back around with it. Comes for Callum Hughes. Across for Vishnapu. Vishnapu fired one. Kiss lifted up his leg, and it got through to the goaltender. For Theo Kiss. Dropped in the center there. Trying to cycle back across and getting thrown into the net and then some. And they're trying to let play go, and I'm not entirely sure why, as Callum Hughes was thrown into the net by Deladonna. For Kiss. We'll fling that one as he goes on a line change. Sullivan. Sent across. Morgan ping-ponged it off of a couple players. Roberts now for Morgan. Morgan carries. He'll overlap with Roberts. Holding back. Vishnapu's calling for it. Finally gets to him. Slotted through. Came back and it's knocked away on the backside. The net off of its moorings as Roberts was wrapping around the post area and almost was able to poke that one home. Face-off won by Mount. Whitfield couldn't keep it in at the blue line, though. He'll have to track back. Montaldo's got this one as he pushes forward for Fitzgibbon. Morgan takes it away off of the sideboards. Roberts will tap that one back across for Morgan to give him a little bit of space as Yates was attacking right on him. Across the backside boards. Whitelaw. Kressel. Kressel holds for line. Sent back down into the corner. Whitelaw's going to push that. Around the opposite side, Whitfield, good defensive battle in the corner, is able to get it free. Only gets back as far as the blue line. What line kept that one in as Whitelaw then moved it along. Morgan and Line go toe-to-toe along with Roberts. Right at the neutral zone area. Kressel gets impacted there. Coming away with it was Stefanik, and he threw one in that was kick saved. 12 and change remaining here in the third as a whistle and a stoppage of play on the save that is made. All right, St. Sam's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit stanleytree.com for more information. And by Hampton Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Face-off won by the Saints. Montiero, oh, he missed completely on that one. Had it still sitting on the ice. Stefanik tried to take a poke at it. Barber, who is back on the ice, will chase that one all the way down in the corner with Menzel. They push it back up for Earhart. Earhart can only be able to get it to the blue line. Good defense from BK. We've seen it throughout the course of this game. Center, Wellenreiter scores. It'll be his second of the game, and it's a 4-2 lead. So the goal will stand. And on top of that, Dillard's going to get called for cross-checking. So Mount's going to be on the power play. but they trail by 2. Theo Kiss gets Deladonna and Santiago to run into each other. Pulled back for Hughes for a second. Right inside shot, score! A power play goal for the number 20. And that is going to be the second goal of the season for Jack Montaldo. It is 4-3 with 11:40 left to go. Montaldo picking up the goal, and it's been spread around today for this U16 side. Skura will get the assist. That'll be his 7th of the season. And we're back to a 1-goal game. Here's Catallo. That one went just wide. Picked back up, sent back on by Patoma. Deflects off the board for Menzel, long distance. That had to get kicked aside. And the arm's going to go up. And we're going to send a BK player to the box for roughing as Kai Menzel got dumped in the zone. So Whitelaw will go to the box. And Mount's going to go back on the power play, and it was fruitful for them last time. Montiero. Menzel can't keep that one at the line. It's going to come all the way down. It will go wide. They will not call icing. Menzel. Whitfield, Montiero, and Stefanik, along with Earhart on the ice right now for the Saints. That one from Montiero went just wide. Whitfield's going to peel it back at the blue line. Slots across for Montiero. Montiero was trying to get that one across for Earhart, and it couldn't go underneath the stick of a sliding BK defender. Came right back again for Stefanik, and he took a whack at it. 1:08 left in the period. Sorry, 1:08 left in the penalty. 10 left in the period. Montiero high and wide. For Kai Menzel all the way down. Montaldo, who just got the goal for the Saints. Theo Kiss. Ipri tried to move that one along. He was bottled out by 4 BK players. Montaldo, Ipri. Hughes rifled one, was a little bit open on the stick face, went wide. In 10 seconds, we'll be back to 5-a-side hockey with about 9 minutes to play. Montaldo came right across. Callum Hughes was a little bit far behind. Get picked up by Sakura. Will bounce all the way down. Icing will get called this time, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Face-off won by Mount, immediately fired by Roberts on frame. This is going to come all the way back down, and we're going to stoppage to play again. through the neutral zone, offside called. We'll stop play with 8:23. 2 games on the docket tomorrow. Early morning, 8 a.m. face-off for the U15s as they take on Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. U16s against Pittsburgh Penguins Elite will follow at 10 a.m. Sandrick got his stick taken away from him. No call from the officials. Has the BK Select bench incensed again. Cycled around, back of the blue line for Line. Dumped all the way down. Line and Roberts collide with each other and their legs are all tied up. As they untangle from each other, Dillard had an opportunity. Wide of the net. Barber continues to push it. Stefanik in the deep corner. Pulled out by Roberts and carried out of the zone. Roberts will dump that down as approaching in is Montiero on the opposite side. Gill will cycle it back for BK. Yates with it now. Off of the backside boards, pushed all the way out to near to the BK bench. Kept in the zone by Stefanik. Stefanik drops in the corner as it cycles all the way around. And this one will get chased back in the defensive zone. Montiero and Whitfield back defensively for Mount. Yates for BK will deflect that off the glass and send it all the way down. No icing will be called. Whitfield picks it up with 6:45 left to play here in the third. Mount still trailing by 1 at 4-3. Offside is called that time as Menzel sends it back in before everyone else exits. Montaldo just got thrown into the boards and he's gone. Ruppel's gone. Two-minute per head contact, a 10-minute misconduct, and with 6:27 left to go in the game, Ruppel's going to be gone. And he's lucky it wasn't a 5-minute major or a game because that looked awfully close to being boarding. So a 2-minute minor penalty. And Ipri starts the power play here for the Saints. Hughes just off the edge of the post area. Cycled back around for Kiss. Hughes back up for Ipri. Down in the corner trying to get one across. They were looking. Theo Kiss couldn't get a handle on it because standing in the center was Jaden Sakura. Callum Hughes now with Theo Kiss. Hughes has to backtrack. Sends it off the sideboards with Schnapu to Kiss for Vinny Ipri. Ipri slots one. That one came right across again, an opportunity for Vishnapu. Now Hughes a chance, and both times kicked away by the keeper. And icing called. 1 minute left to go in the advantage and 5:25 left to go in the period. They are going to toss Stefanik from the circle, so Montiero will have to come in to take the face-off instead. high up off the glass, and that one went right towards the same spot. Again in the stands. Menzel gets impacted by Murray, comes from Montiero. Down in the corner for Stefanik. Stefanik's going to loop around for Whitfield. Whitfield holds onto it, now pushes it back. Stefanik pushes that one. Montiero for Menzel. Kept it at the blue line. Sent back in deep. That's going to get pushed away. Stefanik was able to deflect it, so it was held for Whitfield. Whitfield looking. Whitfield went to fire, and the puck went the other way from him. Whitfield gets hit hard into the boards, and his stick went up over top of the glass. And Mount's going to get 5-on-3 for 10 seconds. And Wellenreiter, who has 2 goals on the game for BK, is going to get sent out of this game. Timeout called by Mount. They'll have 5-on-3 for 10 seconds, and then 1:50 of power play time at 5-on-4 after Wellenreiter is chucked on a 2-minute boarding minor with a 10-minute misconduct. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching RA St. Sims Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
Pharmaceutical company Prevacus says their new concussion medication Prevacol helps repair nerves and promote cell growth.
We can get the drug in the brain in less than 5 minutes. And our plan is when we get that diagnosis on the field of play, give the drug nasally, get it in the brain quickly. When it gets in the brain, it actually gets into the nucleus of your brain cells, and it reduces swelling, inflammation, and oxidative stress at the same time.
When Jake and I first talked about this many years ago, one of my first questions was, will this help me? And he goes, no, this is
4-3, 4:36 left to go, and Mount's going to get 10 seconds of 5-on-3 and then 1:50 of 5-on-4 as they try to pull back a 1-goal deficit with 4.5 to go. And they've got to put somebody in the box to serve Wellenreiter's penalty. And it looks like Sandrick's going to be the one that's going to get put in the box. Shot. That was immediately stopped. Whitfield score! Colin Whitfield knots the game at 4. And it's within inside of the 10 seconds of the first penalty. It's going to be 5-on-4 Mount for 1:53. The clock is actually, they're yelling about running the clock. The clock is actually perfectly right to when the puck was dropped from the original point of play. The stadium clock matches our broadcast clock. And Sandrick's just gotten thrown out of the game for yelling at the referees from inside of the penalty box, which is appropriate. So they'll throw Tucker in. So here we go, 4 and change left in the period, and that huge goal by Colton Whitfield has just knotted this game at 4. A minute and 38 of power play time remaining. That one hit the side of the net from Montiero. A whistle and a stoppage of play. We're going to get a face-off down from the right side of the net. .131 remaining in power play time. Whitfield, Montiero. Back for Kai Menzel. Menzel through traffic. That one went high. Again from Whitfield for the corner. That one hit BK players and comes all the way down. Icing, maybe the call. We'll see where this stands. No. It died before it even got to the line. Whitelaw tied up with Menzel and Whitfield. Puck finally comes 3. Menzel has it. Montiero carries through. JJ Montiero fired one. Whitfield. Right back across from Montiero. There was an open backside of the net. Carried away here by Deladonna. Stefanik has to whack it back free. Montiero came across. That one hit traffic. Hughes sends it back for Ipri. Ipri in the final 24 seconds of power play time. Montiero looking, trying to put a spot. Jaden Sakura! Goal Saints, it's 5-4. .254 remaining and 2 power play goals. And this game has flipped itself completely on its head. It was 3-1. They had to pull it back, and then they pulled it back and then some, stretching across his brawn to make a save. And another save made by Braun, and a third save as Deladonna threw one in. All the way back into the neutral zone, Sullivan gets run off of the play, offside called as Mount was attacking, and we'll stop play with 2:25. For Jaden Sakura, that's going to be his 4th goal of the season. And they'll bring the faceoff on the icing all the way back down to the side of the net. Flagg has done everything he can for BK to keep them in this game today. .211 left to go. High arcing puck. Dropped down in the neutral zone, pushed along by Yates. Montiero the other way for a moment for Mount as Earhart pulls out his stick to tap that one and bring it down. Whitfield and Stefanik on the backside boards. It cycles around behind by the Zamboni doors. Came back out for Whitelaw at the top of the blue line. He pushes it over, and it gets bumped back. 1:41 to go. If BK is going to try, they might try to pull their goaltender here. In the final 90 seconds, this is going to come down to icing will be the call. And they're going to go ahead and pull him. Timeout called by BK.
Pharmaceutical company Prevacus says their new concussion medication Prevacol helps repair nerves and promote cell growth.
We can get the drug in the brain in less than 5 minutes. And our plan is when we get that diagnosis on the field of play, give the drug nasally, get it in the brain quickly. When it gets in the brain, it actually gets into the nucleus of your brain cells, and it reduces swelling, inflammation, and oxidative stress at the same time.
When Jake and I first talked about this many years ago, one of my first questions was, will this help me? And he goes, no, this is for treatment immediately.
90 seconds left to play. And Mount sitting on the 5-4 lead after the goal from Jaden Sakura. That one will go off and all the way down. There's an empty net on the opposite side. 6-on-5 for BK. Dillard got that one taken away from him. Pokes back into the neutral zone again. Carson will try to circle around with that. Deflected by Whitfield. Well, picked up by Sakura. Sakura tried to hit it for a player. Callum Hughes an opportunity for it. That gets pulled away. Theo Kiss can't get to it. And Carson will dump that one around the backside. Inside of the last minute of play here in the period. This one's going to come all the way back into the neutral zone. Gill will pull it down. Mount doesn't need to score, but they certainly want to. It would just basically put salt in the wound that BK has. This one might go all the way for the net, and it's going to get whacked away at the last second as Deladonna was able to get back for that one. Dillard holding, fires into traffic. Montiero's got it, comes down on the back side, and that one went wide from Earhart. At the blue line, Whitfield can't hold it in. He's got to hold it, though, to get everybody back on side. Now we'll just tap it across. It's going to end up being pushed around. Carson for a second. Horn's going to sound. Braun makes the save anyway, and the Saints have the win. (5-4) in a thriller between the Saints and Bishop Kearney in Northeast Pac play. That'll do it for us here from Adelaide Arena. We thank you so much for tuning in to another presentation of Mounts Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. U16s against the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Until then, have a great night.